Hello everyone and welcome back. Happy Earth Day. This is episode 28 of Into the Dungeonverse. This show is brought to you by NuMinds.tv and Masters of the Dungeonverse, a role-playing program from NuMinds in Richmond. So today is Wednesday. Today is Earth Day. We have had our 24-hour cardboard challenge going now already, and it's going to wrap up tonight. So today our show is going to feature a cardboard challenge, an Earth Day esque challenge. So I'm going to recap you into your story in just a minute, and then we will move into our narrative and for our task today. I do have a special guest who's supposed to be helping me out with hosting. I haven't been able to find them this morning, so I figure I'll get you guys caught up on the recap and all of that stuff, and then maybe he'll show up by then. So without further ado, let me recap you into the story where you were yesterday. So you had traveled to a new place which was barren and destroyed. You had trouble breathing some of the air when gas rolled in. And eventually you were met by a masked individual who shared some masks with you that allowed you to travel through the wastes. You met a giant salamander. Yeah, it was a salamander, believe it or not. And you were warned about the dangers of squirrels in this world. But you continued on with your guide, Sasha, until you eventually arrived in this town that you see here. This town is surrounded by piles of scrap. But as Sasha talks to you and explains, this town believes that this is a curse, and that there's nothing to be done with these things, that they are just here as punishment for their past crimes. Because Sasha explains that her ancestors and the ancestors before them, they had destroyed their planet. The planet that you see now, it had been destroyed by war. They created weapons that tore up the earth and damaged it. They had destroyed their environment. They'd used too many of their resources without replenishing them. And eventually they were left with this barren husk of a planet, or this husk of land that they have now. And everyone has kind of just given up to the idea of improving. As you speak with Sasha, she explains that we do things the same way that they've always been done. When something breaks, you add it to the junk pile, to this representation of our curse. But she believes that, and her father before her believed, that there is one item somewhere in this scrap pile that could help and that could save her people. She thinks that one thing is the key to success. But I think through our task today, you and Remy, your airship captain, may be able to show them that that is not true. One, that these things are useless, and two, that only one thing could be useful. Because I think if you've done anything NuMinds before, you understand that putting things together and adding things from different elements, like from science, from technology and engineering, art and math, putting those things together, that's what creates something special. It's not just one thing. It's always a combination of things. So Remy is going to set about taking care of getting supplies to rebuild the ship. And Sasha is going to watch you two as you start to put things together. And you have a chance to kind of restructure and guide this village. Because whatever you build, whatever you show them, is going to influence their future. So show them how you can use these materials. This is where you'll need your recyclables. You'll need your cardboard, your plastic, anything that you want to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Use that for your activity today. So the quest today doesn't involve any rolling. It involves you creating and then deciding what the effect is of your creation. Like I said, when I find my guest, we'll actually be doing something together, but we haven't been able to find him yet. So as soon as we find him, we'll get him on and we'll do something together. So make sure you have all of your cardboard, make sure you have all of your tape, your scissors, your glue, your markers, your construction paper, your paper clips, your clothespins, anything that you can think of that you could use to create a cardboard construction, whatever you want it to be, then there you go. So this should fulfill your wild card challenge that was put out by NuMinds. So you can use this to fulfill your wild card challenge if that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to beat all of the challenges. So, all right, you are going to create something for this village. It can be something useful for them, or it can be something to guide them into a new way of life. So that'll be what your Did you hear that? Okay, I heard something in the ceiling. Okay, now it's in the bathroom. Alright, let me go check. I'll be back. Malcolm? Mal?
Welcome back to me too.
Mal, what are you doing on Dadu's Chromebook?
What are you doing? Daddy's Chromebook.
Are you welcoming people back to our show?
Welcome back to people to show.
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 28 of Into the Dungeonverse, and we are ready to blast off right into our show today. So this interactive quest is going to be a little bit of a different format than our normal ones. Last time in our story, when we left off, you arrived at a village surrounded by scrap that they saw only as junk. You, along with Remy and your new companion Sasha, are going to help out. And I think Malcolm is ready to get into the activity. So let's start taking a look at the different things that we're going to use today. We're going to use cardboard, like this. Hey, Mal.
Wow.
What is that?
A daddy.
Ah, so Malcolm is demonstrating flexibility right now in the way he's thinking about this cardboard tube. He sees it as a telescope. What do you say when you put that up to your eyes? You say, land...
Ahoy.
Land ahoy. Can you look at the people and say, land ahoy?
And ahoy.
So Malcolm is already in the roleplay spirit. He is being a pirate today. You are going to be inventors for this small village.
Ho-ho.
Ahoy. So we need your help.
Oh no, the pirate.
It's stuck. Oh
stuck.
my.
Hey,
Mal, can you sit in my daddy's lap for just a second?
in my
In mommy's lap. Okay.
And mommy's
I got passed over. But that's alright. So here's your mission for today. In celebrating our cardboard challenge with NuMinds Enrichment, remember this show is brought to you by NuMinds TV, NuMinds.tv, and Masters of the Dungeonverse, our role-playing program. Today we're celebrating Earth Day 2020 with a cardboard challenge, which means you're using cardboard and other supplies that we have here with us, like tape and hot glue, to create all sorts of different things. And my goodness, I have been terribly rude this whole time, and I haven't introduced one of my co-hosts. I let the other one and myself do all the talking. You can see where he gets it from. Hi, Miss Kaylee.
Hi, Mr. Adam.
Miss Kaylee is here with me today. You might recognize her from the mystical beasts and fantastic beasts and creatures of the Dungeonverse, where she did an art episode with you. So Miss Kaylee is here helping us out to create today. So my mission for you is to create something for this village. It can be something that is useful for them, or it can be a piece of art. You have different challenges from the cardboard challenge, but I want you to create something to help them. Maybe you're going to create something to help them improve their life, because these people are ready to be shown a different way. So just know that whatever you show them today in your creation will affect and shape this village's future forever. Alright, Malcolm, are you showing them our supplies? Can you show them our tape as well? Can you show the camera our tape? Can you hold it up to the camera so they can all see?
Gotta hold it up high.
Hold it up high so you can see it right there.
High.
So we're going to be using tape and hot glue. We've got a Sharpie and scissors. We're actually pretty limited on our cardboard and supplies, but use what you have available. Plastic, anything recyclable, you can use. So reuse, reuse, recycle. That's our theme today. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to make something for our little guy here, something pretty special. Hey, Malcolm. What do you want to do with these? Oh, just a second, Miss Kaylee. Can you move it back?
Yeah.
So Malcolm now has something in his ears, Q-tips. We don't let him run around with these too much. But he has something special that happens. Malcolm, what are you? What are you when you have those in your ear? Oh. So of course, while we're making a show is when he's going to make a liar out of me.
Just kidding.
He's got to take a moment to prepare and to get into character. Because once he puts these in his ears, he's also fascinated by seeing himself on camera. Oh no, what is that I see?
Who are you?
Is it a dragon?
No. It's a snail.
The snail? What about now? Are you a dragon now? Look in the mirror.
Looking at the mirror.
It's just
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are you a dragon?
There you are.
So this is really funny. The past month, he's put these Q-tips in his ear, and
Are
he's,
you a dragon now, Daddy?
I think you are, and he's been a dragon.
Mommy?
But he always says that he's missing his
Daddy?
wings. So I thought, what better of a thing to do with our cardboard challenge than to give this dragon wings? So can I have the cereal box back? I think we're going to use that as the base for our... Alright, Mal, you go ahead and keep everyone entertained while I cut up some cardboard for us to use. To expand my box, so that way I'm going to use it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down...
Are you the dragon now?
I'm going to cut down the sides of these.
Are you the dragon now, Mommy?
Yes.
Oh, and what's very cool is I don't even actually have to cut this now. It's just pulling apart.
The dragon.
And so something really awesome about the cardboard challenge is everyone starts with their own individual goal, but then by the end of the day, there's usually a ton of collaboration. And so you're going to see some of that today, because collaboration makes things easier for us to do. So since we're making these as wings for Malcolm, I want to go ahead and measure and make sure that we have the right length. Mal, can you hold your arms out like this? Okay, perfect. Stay right there. Don't move.
Put them up high.
Alright, great. Perfect. I know exactly where I need to mark it. Okay. I'm going to make a little mark right here. And I know... Let me show you. I know that his arm is going from the edge of the cardboard on one side to that tiny, tiny little mark right there. So now I'm going to draw a wing for us to cut out. Miss Kaylee, you will be able to cut it out for us, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was talking about collaboration earlier. And some people are going to be good at different things, and some people are going to be better at others. Malcolm, I think it would be great if you collated on a piece of paper.
Do you want to Coley in your new Coley book? The dinosaur Coley book that also for some reason has cars.
Alright. So now we've got the base for our wing. Miss Kaylee, can you cut that out? And then we're going to use that as a template for our other wing to make sure that they're the same length.
So that's why you made it narrow, because we're using all from the same piece of cardboard.
Exactly.
We're using what we have.
Yeah, because if we want to create something else, I want to make sure that we have the cardboard available.
I'm with you.
So Miss Kaylee's going to cut this out. What are you making right now for your village? Are you making like a tool? Are you making some way for them to store food or to transport it? Maybe we could make binoculars out of these.
And
start looking around.
Yeah, one more.
So if you need help cutting with something, it's totally fine for you to reach out to your parents and say, hey, I need a little bit of help cutting this. Some things might be a little bit hard. I sometimes have trouble cutting things because my wrist hurts sometimes. So there's nothing wrong with asking for help. That's an important thing of growing, is knowing when to ask for help. Sometimes it can be hard. What else should we make while Mommy is cutting out the dragon wing, Malcolm? What do you want to make?
No.
You don't want to make anything? I was thinking, Miss Kaylee, that we would take one of these and place them on the end to create a little handle for him, so that way he could hold on to his dragon wings.
I like that idea. Whoa, hold on.
Now here's the thing with Sharpie, is that it is permanent. So watch out and don't let your 2-year-old grab it. Oh wait, that's for me. So what are you making for your village? A tool? A weapon maybe? They'll tell you the history of their village as you spend time with them. Sasha will explain that their world was destroyed. Well, the Dadukoli is right here, buddy.
Oh, the crayons are up there. I opened his coloring book, but I didn't give him any crayons.
Ah, here you go. So Sasha will explain that her village was kind of one of the only survivors of a planet-wide destruction. They depleted their natural resources, they didn't treat things well, and they even had these great wars that destroyed their resources and their environment. And since then, they've never been able to rebuild, or maybe they've never even had the will to rebuild. I'm thinking that we're going to be able to turn them around.
No. Yes.
Mal, we need to borrow this for just a second because we are going to make your dragon wings. We're going to make the outline for it. So like I was explaining earlier, to make sure it's the same, I'm going to take the one we already made and I'm just going to put it up right here. And Miss Kaylee can trace it for us. And of course, this would be a little bit easier if we did it on a table, but we're trying to make it so you can kind of see our process a little bit. Okay, now we have dragon wing number 2. We'll get that cut out, and then we'll figure out how to fasten it to this little beast right here.
It's gonna need to be strong.
It's gonna need to be very strong. Malcolm, look at your first dragon wing. What do you think? It's very strong. You heard it here first. Very strong dragon wings. Alright, Malcolm. You are gonna fly once you have your wings. Let's see, we're gonna put it on right here. Ooh, flap, flap, flap. And then, okay. So I'm trying to figure out, this is part of the cardboard challenge is solving problems. And one of my problems right now is how can we make it so Mal can hold on to it? We could use some string. I was thinking maybe we'd be able to use one of these cardboard tubes to create a little handle. I think I'll need to cut it in half to do that though, so I'll wait until I have a pair of scissors to use. Miss Kaylee is currently using our only pair that we can find. Malcolm, can I have that coolie back, please? Thank you. That's very nice of you to listen. And now we need to put the lid back on. You're right. Malcolm, let's make...
Done.
Perfect. Now we have 2 wings. Where's our second wing? Here it is. We have 2 wings. We need to figure out a way to attach them. So something we didn't figure out is how they attach to the back. I guess he could just hold them and they could kind of hang there. But what if we made something that went over his like shoulders?
Yeah, we have some spare shoelaces, I think, that we could make a little backpack strap out of. Or...
Can I see that piece right there? Those 2 pieces?
use that as a base and just hook it onto his shirt with a clothespin. Those some good wings, buddy?
Oh, he's getting into character. Do you hear his little roars? Oh, good roar, buddy. Good roar. Alright, Miss Kaylee, is this...
Where is our scotch tape?
Okay. Our scotch tape is right here, so I'm going to hold it in this position. I'm going to attempt to hold it in this position while Malcolm opposes me. Difficulty, very hard. Everyone, flip a coin 6 times in a row to see if Mr. Adam can hold off the toddler. Yeah, I'm trying to stay still.
If you are building along at home, we are using scotch tape. However, packing tape is almost always going to be best for cardboard.
Yes.
It's made with a very, very special adhesive that specifically adheres to the fibers in cardboard and paper. And that's why it doesn't really work on anything else.
If you're going to attach your cardboard construction, like let's say to the wall, maybe you're making a marble racer or something like that, don't use packing tape. Use painter's tape.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be better for you. Masking tape would work as well. Those things aren't going to remove paint from your wall. And if you want your parents to continue letting you make things, don't remove paint from their wall. That's my sage advice for you here.
Oh, I used Scotch tape to put something up on my wood door once when I was younger.
And
you know how my dad loves shiny wood. Varnish. Like, just every wood surface is varnished. And so everything is shiny. And now there's a spot on my...
We need a piece of tape right here. Now there's a spot on your wall where it pulled off the varnish.
Yeah, on the door,
on the door.
Right eye level in the middle of the door.
Of course it is.
Yep.
Alright, now we have the dragon base. We can put this on, and then we just need to attach the wings.
Ooh. That's not a wing.
It's not a wing, but it kind of looks... This could be a tail. I think we have a tail right here. There we go.
Oh yeah.
There it is. We've got a baby boy dragon tail.
What is this creation?
It was a better fit when I measured it before, which means that I did not succeed.
Oh, you had it like this before.
Oh.
Or it might have been like...
That shouldn't matter.
There we go. It was like that. Of
Okay.
course it matters. The body is contoured a particular way.
I'm trying to figure out how we should attach the tail
It's a
now.
topology problem.
Alright, let's attach your dragon wings.
Just out.
Oh no, there's a fatal flaw in this design. Both of our... We've got two right wings. Miss Kaylee. We've got two right wings. This one's a toasted oat wing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And this one's a boring wing.
Let me.
We'll just put paper on top.
He's gonna have black wings.
Or if you got paint at home and you have a place where you can paint, where you don't have to worry about making a mess, then acrylic paint is great for this.
You can go ahead and tape on the other wing, and then I'll get this one painted as I mark it with a Sharpie. But yeah, that is a very good point. Acrylic works well.
These are also just going to be like flat.
That's okay. We can add to it. Can you help me color this? Just so you know, we're saying Coley because that's how Malcolm pronounces color right now. And it's also his name for crayons. Alright, let's do it. There we go. Yeah.
Are you going to Coley fast? Faster! Faster!
Can Dadu see it?
Can Daddy?
Dadu is also my name. From him, he named me that. We named him and he named me. We named both of us.
Well, I mean...
Your name is a little bit more standard.
Yeah.
Calls her mommy, calls me Dadu.
Which is funny because we called him Papa the whole time that we were teaching Mal to talk.
But one day he looked at me and he said Dadu, and I realized that that was the best name in the world.
My name used to be Mem Mem.
Why, baby?
Don't draw on yourself.
I think this is... My nose is so itchy. Why is it every time I'm on camera I just have the itchiest nose?
Must be like a nervous tick or
I
something.
think it is, because every
I
time
was
I'm on
thinking-
camera.
I was thinking, Miss Kaylee, that we would tape them... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Your head wasn't turned. I was thinking that we would tape them like this.
That's what I meant when I said they're just going to be flat, because we don't have any way to
Why don't we fold it up a little bit and then tape right there?
Okay.
Sometimes you may have creative differences. Here's our new black wing. Still got a little bit of orange, but I feel like that looks cool. Do you like it?
You look like a night fury.
A night fury. We are big fans of How to Train Your Dragon here in this house. Here, why don't you take the other one on and I'll color this one black so it matches.
Okay. Yeah, big favorite of mine. How to Train Your Dragon. Good stuff.
What are your favorite movies that you watch and enjoy? Ones that like inspire you to create things or maybe just make you feel good? I'm curious to know. Because we all have our different ones that we just really, really like and make us really happy. I really like The Princess Bride. It's a little bit of an older movie now. It's based off of a book. I know Mr. T's a big fan of both the book and the movie. But I watched it with my family a lot. And I really enjoyed spending time with them and sharing that movie. It's very funny. What are yours? Do you have one that's just for you? One that you share with your family? Is it Star Wars? I know there are a lot of families who like watching Star Wars together.
My family loved watching Star Wars together. I mean, still do.
I remember watching on a VHS, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like a cassette tape, but for videos. But if you don't know what a cassette tape is, it's like an older CD. I don't actually know. What? Was it? Would you care to elaborate on my
for
description?
someone who truly doesn't know what a cassette tape is, I wouldn't describe it as a CD.
Yeah, I guess it's what came before a CD. But a cassette tape was like a strip of something similar to film, was it? Is it considered film?
Yeah, it's film. It's magnetic tape with data encoded on it.
And so it would like
Special
reel
reader.
those around to play songs instead of reading it from a CD or now just digitally as a file.
Sometimes the tape would get jammed when it was rolling.
And you had to
From one
unroll
side
it.
to
You
the
had to
other.
stick your finger in and unroll it in these little like
Yeah.
cogs. I think
You
there was a
could,
tool for it
pull
too.
out.
Yeah, so that was what little kids would do. They would go and
That
they
tool is a number 2 pencil.
Oh. Okay.
or a regular
Is that
ballpoint
is that
pen.
why number 2 pencils have that little
I don't think it's why. I think it's just
that they just happen to
nice
sync up pretty well?
coincidence.
That's funny. Alright, wing 2 is done. We're about to make a fully winged dragon here. Still considering how to attach his tail.
And wings, kinda.
Well, we're just going to put the wings.
Should we put the wings? Should that be clothespin to his pants separately?
The wings?
The tail.
The tail. Yeah, the tail could be clothespin to his pants. Alright, we're ready to take the second wing on. We're getting ready to do the first one. Malcolm is attempting to cut one of his crayons in half.
With a
With-
pair of safety scissors.
Safety scissors.
Supervised.
He's very happily just attempting to cut it in half. Some crayons, in case we want a Coley. It's getting bigger each time we put it on, I swear.
It's. I may be questioning this base mechanism a little bit, but I'm here for the ride.
Alright, now we just need to take this wing on. I think once he sees his wings in the mirror, he'll be a little more excited about it.
Yeah.
Alright. Whoa. Can I have that, Sharpie? Thank you for putting the cap back on. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna put that right here. Are you ready to be a dragon? I think we'll save the tail for when he is wanting us, or being more willing for us testing things out.
Yeah.
But I think right now he's excited to go and play. It's a very nice day outside right now, and he really wants to go walking. I think we might do that as a dragon here in a second.
Yes.
But I want to finish our task and our challenge with you. Feel free to share what you make. We'd love to see it. I'm excited to see all the different things from all around the world
Me too.
today. That's going to be very fun.
Vietnam.
And our friends in Lebanon as well.
I believe we might have some friends in Argentina participating tonight.
Oh, very cool. Oh, be careful, buddy.
Don't stop the video.
Malcolm, our fans are waiting. Are you ready to be a dragon? Look in the mirror.
Look at the video.
Look at your wings.
You've got dragon wings. Look, look, look.
Look at your
You've got
wings.
dragon wings.
Dragon wings
Thank you.
and coalies.
Thank you.
Well, there is our cardboard challenge, at least the start of it. I think we'll create some more. Oh my goodness, my legs are stiff. I think that we will probably create some more later on. Malcolm, do you want to turn our... Oh, your dragon wings fell down.
He pulled his arms up out.
Mal, are you ready to say bye to everyone?
My glasses aren't drums, buddy. No, thank you.
This is items.
My eyes aren't drums either.
All right, Mal, stick your arms up. Or you're going to step out of your... Okay, we're stepping out of our wings. We'll put them on one more time before the end. All right, Mal, come over here.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Can I have those, please? 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Happy face.
All right. Well, I think that... Malcolm, can you say bye? Let's turn around and say bye to our friends. Say thank you for coming. So bye to him means close the laptop. So he just tried to close that on you.
We're gonna hit stop. Can you wave?
All right. Say bye-bye, everyone.
And now closed.
All right, everyone, so that is the end of our episode today, or at least the activity for it. We created something. We created dragon wings for our little guy. We're going to tweak them a little bit so they're a little bit easier to wear, and then we're going to go run around and try them out outside. So that was the thing that we created, but I'm curious, what did you make, and what did you add to this village? Remember that what you create for this village is actually part of our quest, and it will affect them. So depending on what you created, it'll change the way that they go in the future. It'll change what technology they focus on and what they think is most important. So for example, my village would think that since we made dragon wings, they would think that creating like additions to humanity, tools for them to use to make them more like fantastic and be able to do different things, they would think that that is like the way that they want to go. So they would start adding in things from their environment to the things that they created. So you might come back to this village in 20 years and you'll see everyone flying around with these little makeshift dragon wings. But depending on what you make, that'll be different. So I'm curious to see what village you create in your stories and in your mind as your tools change their direction. And we'll reveal tomorrow what Sasha created while you were working, as she was inspired by you, seeing the way you and Remy started to think about the way things could be used and how they didn't have to be the same thing. She abandoned her quest for just finding one thing. She realized that she could make something. So we'll find out what that is tomorrow. Awesome. So thank you all for tuning in to some real inspired learning here on NuMinds.tv. Remember to always pursue your passion until it becomes your talent. Up next is Around the World with Mr. Walter. I know he has an exciting cardboard challenge for you today. And then after that is Mr. Dorian. I'm excited to see his. And then a NuMinds lesson from the vault, and ending our day with our CEO, Ben Cook. So if you haven't checked those out, remember that all of those are available on NuMinds.tv for you to watch. Tune in tomorrow for the last part of our interactive quest this week. Thank you for being here, and we will catch you on the next quest. You have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.